Die! Okay.
Lucky.
Handicar app. Oh, jeez. It's just like Uber.
Here we go. Yeah, man. So that South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut bootleg movie that I brought to your house that one time, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
That was a game changer.
that was, yeah, it sure was. That was when your parents were like, we need to keep him on our radar because he
This is
is
strike 5 for Jim.
I hadn't even dismissed the Philly cheesesteak yet. My goodness.
No.
So that was strike 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for me, right?
Right.
Yeah. So obviously we talked about the Stewie and Brian. Someone said it's not really an argument, right? I mean, did they argue about something? No, it was just somebody wanted their money and somebody had been putting it off. And somebody said, yeah, I'm not having it anymore. So did they really argue back and forth? No, it was more so Stewie had enough and got his way at the end of it. Because Brian said, all right, let's go to the bank. And people obviously are huge fans of that. That scene in particular from Family Guy. And Anthony and I have been talking about Rick and Morty, South Park, The Simpsons. And I was like, let's get this ball rolling here, okay? And I said, okay, I've been watching some South Park recently. And when I say some, I mean there are hundreds. I want to say more than a 1,000 episodes at this point. And I have seen this one now twice. And for our audience listening, we know we're in our mid-30s here. We understand the context of things happening here. It's not super appropriate. So this watch along that we're about to do is targeted for that audience. If you are under the age of 18, not recommended. So if any parents want to come at us about like, oh, you're putting this out there on the internet, if your kids can find it, that's not on us. Is all I want to say. That's all I want to say about that. Okay. We are not going to be talking in depth about anything obscene. We will react to things as we do. All right. If anything is super vulgar, it will likely not be in the episode. Disclaimer, real quick.
Yeah.
Anthony, you good with that?
I'm good, brother. It's been a while since I've watched the South Park episode. Like I said, I remember like we mentioned the South Park movie that you brought over my house, and I think after that movie, because we used to watch a lot of South Park, and I think shortly after that movie, maybe within the next season, I started to kind of venture off of South Park. I think that's probably when Family Guy maybe started getting in to play.
That's absolutely
a year or two.
Yeah. So I brought that bootleg copy over summer of 8th grade. I want to say it was your birthday party in the summer of 8th grade, going into 9th grade. Okay. And I think we got into Family Guy junior, senior year. That sounds about right. So I think after the movie, I was just kind of like, okay, I thought it was like so over the top excessive that I was like, oh my God, I can't handle this. And then as we got older, we just were like, Yeah, don't be, such a baby about it, right? To put it nicely,
Right.
right?
So for
um,
this week's episode, we're going to do another watch along. And like Jim said, this is did you mention the episode yet? What we were watching?
didn't get there yet. It is
Well, I'll let you do the honors.
thank you. Because I have seen this before and appreciated it. And like I said, it's not one of the most vulgar episodes. So uh, cautiously testing the waters here. And if you are a fan of our channel and you are an adult and want to see more episodes like this, watch alongs like this, we are not afraid to do any more of them. It's just a matter of being careful because I work with kids, right? So that's the biggest thing. Anthony doesn't really have too much to worry about. Um, this is just, hey, for the last 20 some years of my life, this is a show that I was like, oh my, wow. Like, there's something between The Simpsons and South Park and Family Guy and Rick and Morty. And sorry, I'm not a fan of American Dad. I don't think it lived anywhere near the hype of the rest of them. Not at all. So,
No, I never got into that one either.
and people will say Rick and Morty's not that big either. I'd say I'd have to agree because they don't have the longevity. They don't have nearly as many seasons. South Park is now on season 25 or 26, I forget.
Right.
And they are ahead of Family Guy as far as the number of seasons, and Simpsons have been out for now 30 plus years. So, yeah, no. I didn't want to jump into The Simpsons until like doing like a watch along with The Simpsons until I went back and started watching more of those, if that makes sense. Um,
Right. Yeah.
and you're good with that, right?
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay. So the episode title is Handicar. Okay. It is season 18, episode 4. And the I don't even want to give away the premise of the episode. But it stars one of my favorite characters, Timmy, in the episode, and he is just an absolute boss in all the ways that I mean boss. Okay. Um, so I think you and I have the episode paused at the 2 second mark, and the episode is only
Yeah.
22 minutes and 4 seconds long. So, Anth, I will let you do the 3, 2, 1 honors when you're ready.
Okay. And like I said, just like we did with the watch along, we'll do the little, uh plug. We kind of told you guys where we are. We stopped at 2 seconds. So if anybody does want to watch along with us, that's our timestamp. You just pause it at 2 seconds, and we are going to count down from 3, 2, 1, go. And when you say go, that's when we're going to press start. So if you're ready, buddy, we're going to do the countdown.
Ready.
So 3, 2, 1, go. All right. All right, I'm going to turn my volume up a little bit. Cool. It's been
How they changed the intros season
intro.
to season and the graphics rotate is one of the reasons that I appreciate the show so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay.
Lucky.
Handicar app. Oh, geez, it's just like Uber.
Here we go.
Jesus. Again, guys, the audio version of this episode is going to be a little stale. If you're interested, you might want to tune into the video podcast of us doing this, because we will be having some pauses here. So it might be more beneficial for you guys to see the video podcast. So if you guys want to hop onto YouTube, you guys can check this specific video out on YouTube.
Yeah, the only way is if you have our queue timed up correctly. Like, if you're watching this episode alone, you're like, God, I wish I could watch this with like a friend or some friends. This is why watch alongs exist. Okay. So this is
Right.
literally just our reaction. Okay. So Timmy's
Right.
got the most donated to the summer camp. And these guys, shut up, Mimsy.
Shh.
Dude, do you have the
Yeah,
captions up or no?
I do not. No.
Okay. Well,
I just put. All right, I just put the subtitles on just so I can follow it a little bit. Mimsy.
his glasses kill me.
Yeah, I instantly was like, yeah, those glasses are him, all him.
So he said, "You kill the snake."
Damn it. Is he snoring and saying Timmy? Oh, jeez. His whoopsie.
Shut up, Mimsy. Timmy.
Timmy. Timmy. Timmy.
Timmy.
Summer camp, here we come. Okay. Jesus. Do 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 do. Timmy.
He said Timmy.
Get on it.
Get on it.
Timmy. Durr. Oh, jeez.
Relevant.
Relevant. Of course.
Shut up, Mimsy.
Shut up, Mindy. Dramatic music plays. Timmy! Timmy!
Shut up, Mimsy!
Elon Musk hits him. Wacky racist. No!
Everybody that works for Handicar. Hmm. Shit.
For Christ's sake. Oh, jeez.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, like we said, this is just our reaction to watching the episode in real time. So, uh, yeah, we're not talking as much. We're trying to just watch it. So if we have a lot of dead air, we apologize for the dead air. But again, it might be better for you guys to watch the video podcast more than watching the audio podcast of this for this week.
So the thing with these 22-minute episodes is they're cramming so much content by the second that when you were
Right.
talking earlier, I was like, you missed a whole segment, which was fine. There's no dead time like in between stuff. There's like important stuff for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So the watch along episodes for a 22-minute episode aren't going to fit the audio plug or the audio option.
Right. Surprise.
Shut up, Mimsy.
Shut up, Mimsy.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Oh, here's Matthew McConaughey.
Zip car. And cut.
Biscuit.
Just being forced to watch Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Tommy! Tommy!
Matthew McConaughey.
And cut.
Mimsy.
Mimsy! Tommy!
Pardon. Mimsy! Yeah. I mean, it's not the favorite episode of mine, but like my favorite episodes are like real far out there. So, like I said, this is like a test. Like, if you can appreciate this episode, and it was sorry, as we found, and this is the first time we did a watch along of a 22-minute episode.
Yeah.
Again, pardon me. Like, it was just so hard for us to even have conversation back and forth. So, audio, it's like you can listen to it's almost like when, because I have friends of mine that are like, I literally put on the radio to listen to the sports games because I don't like the commentators that are provided on television. It's like,
Right.
I mean,
There's some people that do that.
you can put on the episode and watch it and listen to our reactions, and you'll get it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, this is not an episode where it's like, oh, you can just listen to audio without the visual. You actually need the episode. I feel like all watch alongs are like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, you don't get the same vibe, right? So
Right.
like I said, I wanted to test that one because it wasn't like incredibly vulgar. Like I said, I didn't want to put it out there like, oh, I love all of these episodes that are real over the top. I felt like that was fair.
It was a good starter for
Yeah.
South Park, and like I said, I haven't seen South Park in a while, and just to bring it back with Timmy, because Timmy's such a great character, and I have never seen this episode, and it was cool to see Timmy having like a featured episode for himself.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that they were jumping in on, because like I said, October 2014, Uber and I would imagine Lyft were just starting. So I feel
Yeah.
like what is worth commending is the show was really good about really building episodes off of like what's trending in pop culture immediately,
Mm-hmm.
which The Simpsons obviously did, Family Guy obviously did, but it's
But I
a
think
matter.
South Park has been like the breadwinner with being able to do that like very, very quickly.
Well, they were able to do it quickly in a way that it was able to like turn it to make it not just comedic, but like, and not even violent, but to make whatever trends look bad. And I feel like that's what like the public really latched onto. They were like, even if they didn't agree with it, they were like, oh God, this is so over the top. The people that I feel like that organization, the writers for the show, they were just like, hey, either
Mm-hmm.
you get what we've been doing this entire time is making parodies off of current events. Like, if you're going to continuously invest your energy in us,
Right.
um, you don't understand that we're doing this to like for entertainment. We're doing it to make it fun. If if it upsets you, don't pay any mind, because
Mm-hmm.
if you're someone that's super serious and is like, look at this, I can't believe they projected uh this propaganda or this visual like this after how many years that South Park has been around. It's like, you clearly don't understand that they're doing it for entertainment. And
Mm-hmm.
and anyone that buys into that and believes, oh, that's actually how it is, clearly doesn't pay attention, right? That's why
Right.
it's supposed to be fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that they did a great job at like doing the Uber Lyft like spinoff, and
Yeah.
they did it with Timmy with the wheelchair. Um, it's funny that I like, you know, Elon Musk was brought into the fold with that
Mm-hmm.
and with Tesla, and that they had Handicar win in the end. I love that. I don't know. I thought it was a really fun episode. It was, other than the scene that you actually happened to talk over, um,
Yeah.
was the portion of the episode that I was really apprehensive to being like, yeah, let's do this one. This is safe. Um, hey, if there's anyone that wants to hear us talk about any of the other episodes, let us know in the comments or email us. And we will gladly consider. Uh, there are opportunities for Anthony and I to do watch alongs for the episodes that I am, like I said, teach kids. Um, we were fans of a wrestling show or a wrestling podcast where the one guy um, worked for a newscast. He was a journalist. So
Mm-hmm.
he had to be very careful. So I understand, like, there's ways around it. Um, it just can't be like public is the thing. So if you're interested in us
Right.
reviewing, uh, if you think you if anyone wants to suggest a watch along with us of anything, actually, we will take anyone's suggestions and into deep consideration. Um, but the what we call heavy stuff is where like the like we'd have to consider other alternatives, right, Ant?
Right.
So, I mean,
And we'll keep it you know, we'll keep it classy.
yeah, for the public ears and imagination, for now, that's what we're doing. And thank you so much for watching along that episode. Um, you're up next for the next one. So whatever you have
Yeah.
in mind for the next one, it's your turn. That was my pick. It's a South Park episode that is not incredibly crude. It has its moments, but I was like, let's see how this one goes. I thought it was funny, and maybe I feel like I didn't react to it as much because the episode is 22 minutes and the dialogue is continuously moving, and I didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
interfere. Like, that's
Right.
just how I feel about that. So if we find episodes of other shows where there's breaks, or maybe we can figure out how to hit a pause button or say 3, 2, 1, pause, and we can do like a recap of certain sections, like maybe that'll work.
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Right.
feel you feel
We'll
pretty
figure it out
yeah,
as we
we'll figure it
continue
out.
to test these episodes. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
this was fun. Thanks for the suggestion, buddy. Yeah. Anything you want to kind of sign off with?
Listen, one set followers, um we appreciate you. We love you. This was just a really fun, like, hey, um, we've had success with the watch along episode and some of the Family Guy talk, and we have also mentioned South Park and The Simpsons and Rick and Morty. So, um, we decided, hey, or I decided rather, hey, I have a Rick and Morty episode. We should do a little watch along, see how people feel about it. Um, if anyone has any other suggestions, please let us know. You know how to get a hold of us, especially Gmail, the number one seppod at gmail.com, or even comment in the comments below and say, hey, why don't you do insert the blank? And
Yes.
we will definitely love to. I mean, I can't believe this has been almost a year. This is just so wild for the both of us. I know I can
Mm-hmm.
speak for the both of us because we talk about this almost every day. It's like we can't believe um, we've been doing this for so long. And when I say so long, a year isn't so long when we get 5 and 10 years down the road. It's like, wow, look at that first year we did. Um, but
Mm-hmm.
but we did. Uh, we're just a couple guys chatting about where we are. And we're like, what do we want to talk about this week? And that's what we do every week. So, Ant, thank you for being here and being present. Um,
Thank
we're
you,
com-
brother.
we're coming up on 2 a.m. So I think it's about maybe time that we sign off for the time being.
Yeah.
And then we can regroup. And anyone else, hey, we have a couple of episodes left before we sign off for the season, for the year.
Yes.
And and let them know how they get a hold of us. And we have our merch that we just launched that we're super excited about. I mean, we've already got a few orders and people that are rocking our gear, and we are so thankful and grateful. So thank you to those that
Absolutely.
have put in those orders already.
Thank you all for the love and support. Thank you all for the continued listeners, the new listeners. Thank you to everybody who has been just giving us awesome feedback, whether it be negative or positive. We're taking it all in and just learning as we go, man. This has been awesome. And, again, not only is this just a journal of us going through everyday life, we're just learning along the way of how to make this show better and how we can, continue to let you guys uh, be more engaged with us every week. So thank you guys. Uh, this has been another episode of One Set. We will see you next week.